in from the loser's side later will be initial drive and Gumi. So let's see. Vato Hime already off to a good start.
Looking at it. And this kind of looks familiar if you guys follow Xanadu Samurai Shodown from week to week, because I'm going to say the same suspects, Lightice, Vato, and
it's about what you'd expect out of the Xanadu.
Right. And with Lightice, I think still defending his bounty based on winning multiple
Yes, last week's final was initial drive and Lightice. A couple of our key players missing because they all wanted to go see the Joker.
Well, Samurai Shodown is no joke. Actually, it's a game, if you guys haven't followed it before, where if you do the wrong thing or do something very punishable, you could very much die.
You can lose easily 50% of your health, depending on the character and the situation. Right now, things not looking good for Vato. One touch will do it.
That's definitely a punish right there.
And there's the touch right there. Keep in mind, Yashamaru had about a third of his self left, but it was really easy for him to lose that. Luckily, that didn't happen for initial drive, and now he is up 1 round in this 3 out of 5 winners final set.
I'll tell you what, like, even that I'm seeing 1 round away from Lightice, you know, I've seen these guys in this exact situation, Vato and Ice specifically, where Vato would be playing Shiki, and he would have a good gauge, even on health, and he would jump in like he would do there and throw in his jump C. But then Lightice would find a way to space him out, maximize with punishes like that, getting in the damage, and then kind of lame him afterwards. As he gets the stand medium slash into the combo.
For all of her stubby buttons and her floaty jump, Shiki does have a lot of damage. So she gets one good hit in that she can combo into her DP, and she's back in the game. She's already
hits like a grown woman.
Grown woman.
And then
at this point, it'd probably take one. There it is. One more good hit, and Vato takes the second round. 1-1 in this first match.
Oh, did you see how the way that jump C just crossed up? He ran under it like.
It hits both sides. And I don't think that's getting patched out in the upcoming patch next week. October 15th, version 1.13 coming out, along with the character Basara.
Oh, dude, I saw the trailer yesterday. That would look so exciting, man. Especially since it's October. Isn't he supposed to be?
It's the spooky character on the spooky month.
Yeah. He's got this whole mummy deal going on. Okay, there we go.
So right now, each player just trying to play their game. Lightice once again behind on the life lead, whips a throw and gets punished heavily for it.
We can sense
at this point, he's 1 or 2 hits away from losing this first set. Shiki at this point really only has to hang back and wait for Lightice to hang himself. But he's deciding to play a very aggressive game, looking to just finish it off already.
He's going to need to pop his burst very, very soon if he wants to stay back in this. Because now Vato is definitely going to do the ooh, and he doesn't get a chance to do so.
Man, I'm sure he's kicking himself for that one.
Yeah. I was just thinking it's got to be sooner or later, but maybe he was looking for an advantageous point to be on the screen, or maybe a knockdown or something.
When you have that little health, there's no more room for gambling. Just do it. Or maybe he was looking to run down the timer a little bit.
Let's see.
Second game.
But Vato up by 1.
Slight life lead, and then lost it immediately. Now,
oh, nice anti-air.
Now, loses it again, switching back and forth. His life lead changing hands constantly.
Interesting how he jumped in with that kick right there, and then he did the 2 Ks.
Oof. Getting him with all of these buttons, seeming to know the right decision at every single time. I don't know if that's player familiarity, character familiarity, or
I would think they would be very familiar with playing each other. I've seen this match in winners and grand finals plenty of times at Xanadu.
And Vato, he's no slouch when it comes to this game. He really puts himself out there. In the Jeff the Hero, he has a weekly online tournament.
Ronin Rumble?
The Ronin Rumble. Right, I think last week was the 11th edition of that. And if you look at all the old brackets, I think Vato's been in every one of them since Ronin Rumble 4. And in the last 4, he's had a 3rd place and a 5th place finish. So he's really getting out there, really grinding these games out, and performing well, representing the DMV very well.
That's very good.
And that's going to be the dagger. That round is over. Lightice, of course, you know, being a... oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Lightice being an accomplished player himself, winning first at Summer Jam and consistently being the first place finisher here at Xanadu Games. So this is a real battle of the Maryland Titans. I'm assuming they're both.
Yeah, they're
both Maryland. Okay.
They come here pretty consistently.
I just didn't know if like maybe one was Virginia or something.
Oh, that'd be a very far way to come here, though. I appreciate it, though. As he's laying down the pressure on Lightice in this neutral base.
That's what I'm looking to see is. Oh, ooh.
I don't think that was a bad try, though. You know, I've definitely seen Lightice throw out that medium slash and the running medium slash in order to just clip him.
I mean, punish. There we go. Big punish. Slight life lead now in Lightice's favor.
Can always change.
Oh, very quickly.
Yashamaru gets very scary when he has Rage Gauge. I'm telling you, I was playing Lightice earlier, and he would just hit this devastating cross-up move and
oh, the spinning overhead.
Yes, and that actually autocorrects when he has his Rage Gauge
field.
Yeah,
it gets a couple of extra hits, does more damage. It's a real devastator. Comes out super fast too.
Yep.
Meets him in the air.
Nice defensive tactic doing that jump. I think
Lightice going to looks like this time now he's playing his typical wall where he has the life lead. Meets him in the air again. Slight life lead. 5 seconds. Oh
no!
Who was it?
Who done it?
Who done it?
Not this way.
Ooh.
Oh man!
It was about to get real exciting too, with only about 5 seconds left.
And I guess they're just
gonna let it play. They're gonna let it burn out. That's fine.
That's unfortunate. I'm guessing it was who was it? Vato who did that? So they just let it rock?
Yeah, they just let it rock.
Okay, cool.
Now here we are on the final round of our second game. Each character holding on to their rage meter and their SSM.
Okay. Full resources. But again, like you said before, Shiki, I believe Shiki specifically, her punish game is so good. As she does the tick command grab off of the 5K, but I believe her punishment game is so good because she can consistently get damage, even though her buttons are dependent on how much range she has. When she gets there, as she got off of the guard break, it's pretty good damage. I would like to say pretty good.
No,
is this SSM? No, he's going to have to pop right there.
There we go.
Keeps himself from dying, or I think he's in the health rate.
If not, it would have been a pixel.
Yeah.
But I would have been willing to bet money that would have been.
That would have killed, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, but unfortunately, he wouldn't be able to. Yeah, he couldn't use his full rage gauge. Now he's without it for this last round. He only has a SSM and a dream unless he beats him the good old-fashioned way. Okay. Prevents Shiki from sliding his DM. He's like, no, I don't like you like that. Okay.
No. Tries to meet him in the air, but there was no one there.
We'll go for the DP. I would have went for an SSM there, but
pop his rage. Now we're playing up. There we go.
Oh, this is going to be very hard now because he's going to have to deal with not having a weapon, and I hope he doesn't roll away from it. That was a good meaty jump in. What's he going to do?
10 seconds. Coming up on 10 seconds left.
And he has no rage gauge. He can't freeze time at all. He has to do this the hard way. He does it the hard way.
5 seconds.
That's game.
And that's game 2 for Vato in this winner's final set.
Okay. I've seen this before.
Lightice looking like he's good.
Lightice, as much as I've seen him play, he's been down 2 games to Vato before. And Lightice has brought it back with a reverse 3-0.
It'd be nice to see a good exciting rally.
Yeah.
make it interesting. So it takes the life lead right out the gate.
But I have seen it. Maybe I'm jinxing him. Maybe it's the commentator's curse. Maybe I shouldn't say anything as we're going into this last match. What do you see so far from the first 2 games up until now?
I see Vato being very mobile, going in and out, making Lightice a little hesitant to push that medium slash button, which works so well in his favor. He's finding he's weaving his way in, getting his damage and getting out. Yashamaru, especially the way Lightice plays him, being kind of a wall character, just throw out the pokes, anti-air when necessary. and basically just put the opponent in a position where they have to come to you. But in this particular case, it looks like he's trying to react to Shiki, who's of course reacting to Yashamaru, getting these little bits of damage where when he can.
See what you mean.
He's gonna have to find, if Lightice wants to turn this around, he's gonna have to find a way to get Shiki to overextend.
Oh, and he attempted to go for an anti-air over there, but he was going for a C
9
version.
seconds.
And that cost him a good chunk of health. And Lightice is still in the same situation he was in the second game, where he was low on time, and he's low on life, and it looks like it's about to time out, which it does.
All right. Lightice on his back foot, about to get sent down to losers finals if he can't turn this around.
Have I seen this before? Is Lightice actually going to lose, like, at Xanadu? I don't think I've seen this for a minute, actually.
It's possible.
I definitely think it's possible, but is it probable? Like, I've not seen it yet.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing Vato in Initial Drive in Grand Finals. They have a little bit of a rivalry going on.
And he doesn't burst? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Well, they do. Okay.
They got a little bit of rivalry going on. Okay. I think.
Let's see how that culminates then. Maybe Lightice won't gatekeep that from Grand Finals. And I like Ice, by the way. It's just, now you've caught my interest.
Oh, yeah. you could like the players, but still want a specific, specific story to happen.
Yep. Oh, that's gonna, and he's dead.
Nope.
Nope.
Burst.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Oh.
The jump back. Now he had an opportunity to burst. He could have killed him. Right, well, and he
Got
does.
him.
Okay. It's going to at least.
And I'm not even going to fault Lightice for jumping back when he had that opportunity East in the first time, because I did that. I got a little too excited earlier tonight, made that same mistake.
I actually made that same mistake against
it's
this
easy
drive.
to do.
Yeah. Went for an E-Sen, jumped up, pressed the E-Sen button, got my heavy slash instead. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man. you gotta love every time you go up for your you have rage and you go for a run up weapon flipping, grab weapon flipping technique, and it runs out just as
in there.
If I had $1 for every time that happens, I could buy everyone at Xanadu a copy of Samurai Shodown and really blow this scene up.
Yep. Which they already should have, but we are working on that as we speak.
Some of our players don't even have the game, and they still do well. Shoutouts to Shazi. He doesn't even have the game.
Nice.
Made it pretty far in the tournament the last 2 weeks. Good for him.
Nice.
He just he really found something in Yashamaru.
Okay.
Character that's seems to be really working for him. Now.
I was just telling Drive, I'm not as familiar with the DLC, but I look at how Shizamaru performs, and I believe Gumi was playing Rimuru back in pools, and it's looking interesting. I'm excited to see what more of these characters can bring to the table.
I'm glad some of the Guilty Gear players are coming back to Samurai Shodown. We could use more people in our ranks, but also it's nice to see someone play a little off kilter. Oh, big punish.
Oh, I thought that was gonna kill there. Oh yeah. Vato,
okay.
yeah.
He still got time.
Yeah, I don't know what Vato's gonna do. It's over.
It's over. Not enough time. Not enough time. All right, Lightice staying alive, scored 2-1 in this winter final set.
Well, I told you. I've seen this before. I'm not gonna sound like a prophet. Maybe I'm gonna curse him or anything like that. I've seen.
I think if you don't say the player by name, then the curse doesn't happen. I want to believe that's how we can how we can lawyer this. Okay, Shiki taking the initial life lead with a sliding kick, gets the overhead, backs up, playing this hit and run game, meets him in the air. All these little bits of damage adding up slowly over time. Anywhere he can get it, he takes it, gets out, doesn't overcommit to anything. Puts Lightice in a position where he has to come hit him. Meets him in the air, slowly working that life lead back. I'd say it's just about even, or it was.
But when you look at it, a lot of Lightice's damage in that short sequence was him walking him to that left side of the screen, the corner. And in fighting games in generally, every character who's placed in the corner is not as advantageous because they could move a lot less. There's a lot more things that the opponent can read about them from the outside. You basically want to get out as soon as possible. And apparently Vato was able to do that with that slide, and he has a lot more wiggle room where he can make the damage now.
15 seconds left in this first round. Both characters not overcommitting to moves. They're looking to get the other person to jump first and then react to what they do.
Big whiff right there. Oh, no conversion.
3 seconds. Of course, that last second lasting. Oh no, that's going to be the dagger. A lot of timeouts in this set. Both players being very cautious.
I wonder since Lightice's Yashamaru was up on rage gauge just a second ago when he went for that cross up. I wonder if that would have like made the difference in the health lead, and he would have been able to time him out. Oh, this is definitely gonna hurt. No, he doesn't get the punish in time.
A little too slow. Meets him in the air. Goes for some lows. Backs out. There we go. Stops the run in. No punish on that parry, or on that recoil. Probably was expecting there to be a parry tacked onto that.
Did you see that? His jump kick just beat out her DP.
There we go. This is what I want to see from Lightice. Playing that wall. Ooh. I dare say.
7 letters. Well, as we're going into the last round, definitely Lightice is shifting momentum back in his favor. I would think he'd have the momentum. Both
characters, no rage whatsoever, but still holding on to the bar, and SSM available to them. But with the conservative approach that both players are taking to this game, it seems like it's going to be a little difficult to get an opportunity at SSM. They're just going to keep chipping away at each other.
Oh! Both opportunities for punishes there, but I think they were airborne, so they couldn't hit it. And just as he disrespects that option, I believe Lightice. Ooh! No!
Ooh, man, that had to have been an SSM attempt. Had to have been. That would have closed it out for sure.
Yeah, I definitely would have seen that. That input does come out if you do mess up your SSM.
Shiki's rage just about to fizzle out as Yashamaru's kicks in. One good Isin would actually do it.
Oh! Even a jump in C like that.
At this point, a weapon flipping technique off of a throw, and now just a simple little overhead. Or at this point, even a light slash.
But Lightice really doesn't have to do anything. It's all on Vato to make it happen. He has no more time freeze from the burst.
But if he does put Vato in a position where he's got to make the first move, that means Lightice has to respond to what.
True.
And with the number of options and the sheer speed that Shiki has, that's quite the gamble to make.
But it's in Vato's favor. Doesn't take advantage of it though.
10 seconds left.
Oh, and he hits.
Oh no!
Takes
the
life lead.
Just like that. Is that going to be it? What's it going to be? What's it going to be?
Just like that.
Man, sent to losers. Vato's going to be in our grand finals.